guys. Welcome back to another episode to the moms.
Hello.
We are Amaris and Kathy, and this is our
Yeah.
last episode for the year 2023.
I know.
Yeah,
Episode, what, 18,
18.
right?
Yeah, episode
Wow.
18. How crazy is
I
that?
know. That is crazy.
It's insane. I was telling Abraham how like a year ago, or even like 2 years ago, I would have never thought I would be here recording and actually
I
keeping up
know.
with it and actually liking it.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's
Like,
like I look forward to this every single week.
yes.
It's so much fun. It brings me so
Yep.
much joy.
Yes.
Am I tearing up, bitch? I'm always tearing up. Why am I always emotional? Fuck.
Oh
But
my goodness.
yeah, because it's just like it's nice keep, like you said, like being consistent with something and
Yeah.
like looking forward to it. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have big plans for next year.
We
for
do
sure.
have big plans for next year, and I think we're going to touch a little bit more of what we're thinking of doing, our New Year's resolution. I don't know if that's still a thing.
We're making it a
but
thing. We're bringing it back.
Yeah, we're making a thing, bringing it back, holding ourselves accountable to like the goals that we set for ourselves.
Mhm.
Even if we don't reach every goal, as
Yeah,
long as the potential was there of getting it done, that's all that matters, you know?
totally. But
Ugh.
before we start, we do want to do a giveaway.
Oh, yes.
We're not going to say the details on here. We're going to save those details to put on our Instagram page Friday the 29th, is it?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see.
So
Yep.
Friday, December 29th, we will be posting the details on our Instagram. So be sure to stay tuned and keep an eye out for it.
Yes. Make sure you guys are following us so you guys can get the details.
Yes.
So before we start into our topic, how is your week?
Yeah. Oh my God. I know we both had like the same week.
Yeah.
So we came down with what I think is the flu.
Yeah.
So I think this started out, I went out with Grayson, when was it? Last Wednesday? Yeah, exactly a week ago. We went out with a friend. We met in downtown, and it was quick. Like we went to a few boutiques. We went to get a drink at a restaurant. And then the next day, or maybe the day after, I started feeling sick. Like my throat was hurting, my head. Next thing you know, next day I'm like dying. Blue and I went into the city and we came right back because one, it was fucking crowded. I don't know what we were thinking going to Rockefeller. Why? We did see the tree, which was nice, but that was literally all we were able to do. Like it was so packed.
Yeah.
And then we were trying to find a bar, I think, after, and then I told Blue, I was like, let's just go home. I have the chills. Like, I'm cold. I'm freezing cold. And it wasn't even cold that day. It was like 60 degrees.
Wow. Yeah.
I was freezing. So I had a fever. And then the next day, he got sick. Grayson was... I don't know if Grayson was sick. I know he's been teething for a while. But he did have congestion one night. And that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Joelle came down with it, so it was kind of like a domino effect.
Yeah.
So we were all sick. Blue's still a little bit sick, but feeling so much better. I'm feeling better. Joelle's still sick.
Oh.
His grandma came to pick him up to take him to urgent care today. I don't know if he really went, but yeah, he's still sick, but I'm pretty sure it was the flu.
Yeah.
And it was brutal. Just, what I know we talked about this before, but being sick and having to do the mom thing is
it's so
hard.
Yeah.
I don't know what is worse, like your kids being sick and you caring for them, or you being sick taking care of your kids. What do you think is worse?
Me being sick and having to still take care of them. Because you still have to like muster that energy to get things done. They don't understand mommy is sick, not right now, because then they have tantrums, and if you're sick, you have a headache, their cries and their screams. It's like a drill in your
I think so
soul,
too. Yeah, I agree with that. I was wondering, like, but yeah, it's freaking hard. You feel so helpless, and it's like you don't get a break.
No,
you still have to keep it moving. And then when your husband gets sick too, oh my God, men,
But I know Abe and Blue, they never get sick. So when they do get
I
sick,
know.
it's like, are you dying? Do you need to go to urgent care?
I know.
Because it's like, dang.
But it's annoying. I know. I
It
shouldn't
is.
say that.
I know.
But
No. It is like, this is our
it's
space.
like,
It's a little annoying that when
It's
they
like,
get sick, it's like they're dying, and then
it's like, have you given birth? Like, have you done all the things? No.
No.
So shut up.
Do we still take care of them? Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we do. We make sure, you know, their temperature checks are being done. They're staying hydrated. They're eating, you know, they're pretty much like your third child in a sense. You know,
He can't do all the things. Like, middle of the night, guess who's waking up with Grayson? I am.
Yeah.
Who's not waking up? He's like, he's dead asleep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I was so pissed off the other night because Grayson had woken up. Now I know that it was a night terror.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure at the time, but he was sleeping, and then out of nowhere, he was like screaming.
Yeah.
Like woke up crying, inconsolable. And then I started crying because I was like, oh my God, what if he's in pain? Like, I can't figure out what's wrong with him. And Blue's like half asleep, like, what? And I'm like, shh, go back to sleep, man. Like, you're so useless. That sounds mean, but
yeah.
I was just so pissed. I'm like, damn. Like, I was up like the whole night.
Yeah.
So that was hard.
Yeah. We had a similar week.
Yeah, you did.
Thane got sick again. His temperature reached to like 102. So thankfully, like, he's able to take medicine. It takes like a little bit convincing, but
is he easier than Cirilla to take medicine?
He is so easier.
Wow.
Way easier.
You would think it's the opposite, right?
You would think, because like he's autistic, has sensory sensitivities, but no, all it takes is like,
look,
buddy, you have a fever. Look, you're red. I need you to take medicine. And then he will take it. He was whining, but he's like taking it. I'll be like, here's a popsicle.
He's such a champ.
He's amazing. Cirilla.
Cirilla's funny, man.
I was like, Cirilla, you're and then okay. So after Thane gets sick, he's recovering. Then Cirilla gets sick, and I was like, this is all that we needed. So to convince her, nothing. I was like, I'll give you chicken nuggets and French fries. No, I'll give you ice cream. No, cookies. I was offering all of her favors. I would
like sassy saying like no, like
no. She's like sick.
Yeah.
No. And I'm like, I would give you the tablet. No. And I'm like,
my God.
I'm like, do you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, because that's what's going to happen. I was like, if I don't get your temperature down, Cirilla, we have to go to the hospital. You get shot. No. So you know what I have to do? Hide it in yogurt. Hide it in ice cream. Hide it in sorbet. And like literally mix it and then say, do you want this or medicine? And then for 30 minutes, it's this or medicine, this or medicine. I'm like, you have to choose. She, of course, chooses either ice cream, yogurt, or whatever it is. And that's the only way we can get her to do it.
Does she suspect, like, when she takes that first bite, does she make a face or like,
she
look
does.
At you? Yeah.
She does. And I'm like
you're
you want medicine?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're either having yogurt or
to distract
medicine.
Her. Yeah.
She'd be like, no medicine. And then she's like, and I hate doing that. Like, I really feel like I'm causing some sort of trauma. But I'm like,
no, you're not.
I know, I'm terrible. I'm
no,
so terrible.
Not at all. Don't for 1 second think that.
I hate it because I feel like I'm almost threatening her. It's like, it's either this or medicine.
No, because this is it's a situation where like she has to get better. Like, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Like, don't even don't for a second think that.
And I can only get medicine in her maybe once or twice a day. That is it.
Grayson's really tough with the medicine too. But he's weird. I put it in his water or his milk and he drinks it.
See, I used to do that with Cirilla. I used to put it in her formula or breast milk and everything is fine because like she's able just to drink it. But now as a toddler, she doesn't drink milk like that.
Yeah.
She'd be like, no. And I'm like, Cirilla, please. She vomited and I'm like, they definitely had something viral. Definitely had something viral. So now I'm just hoping and praying that, I mean, they're still recovering because like cough and congestion lasts for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping that Abraham and I don't get it because, like, you know, Christmas is coming on.
That's true. You guys are not sick, right?
Yeah, we're not.
Hopefully. Oh, knock on wood that you don't get sick.
I only sound weird because like I burned myself with the hot chocolate that I got from Dunkin'. So like all this is just dry.
Okay.
But it's not sick. Yeah,
hopefully not. Because I was telling Blue today, I'm like, thank God that, not thank God that we got sick, but that it happened, you know, when it did, because you know, when was it, last year? Or no, the year before, like we were all sick for during the holidays, my birthday. Like that sucked, you know.
Yeah.
And then we have the trip coming up.
Right. So
at least we know like we're gonna be okay for that.
That's what I was saying. I was like, we're going to be good. Like, thank God we're all getting sick around the same time.
Abraham texted me. He's like, do you want me to cancel the trip because you're sick? I was like, the trip is next week. But I guess at the time I thought I had COVID, and which, you know.
Yeah. So I told him, I was like, do you think we should cancel since we're all sick? Because I hope he didn't like put like bad karma on him. He's like, watch me not get sick this week, but the week that we have to go on our trip, I'm going to get sick. And I was like,
why did he have to say that?
I was like, bro. I'm like, bro.
Could you imagine?
I know. No, at that point, like, we would have to go because then we're just losing out on all the money.
Yeah, no, we would have to make it work.
We would just have to like make it.
We're all getting sick.
Yeah, we're all
just risk it all.
Just risk it all. So I was just like, all right, like, okay, no problem. But yeah, everyone is recovering, so I'm happy.
Yes, we're all recovering, all good.
We're all good. So I want to say that is one of my New Year's resolution, not to get sick as much.
I was not going to say that, but I was going to say something along the lines of focusing on my health, taking my vitamins religiously, making my juices every morning. I need to prioritize my health.
Yes.
Okay. I'm turning 32 next week. Yeah. 30 motherfucking 2.
Yeah.
I need to get this.
We have to get our shit together because I'm just like, the amount of times that the kids were sick last year with the stomach virus, I'm like, no. I'm like, this year I guess maybe I need to start cleaning with Clorox in the house instead of like vinegar. So like incorporating like a sanitation and disinfecting schedule. Because I don't know.
That sounds extreme.
It does.
I don't know.
But like, have you ever had to take care of kids on the stomach bug?
I don't want to know.
It is terrible. It is my God. Terrible.
I feel like this whole experience being sick this week like was a huge wake-up call for me because I'm like, I never want to feel this way again. I never want to feel helpless. Like, oh my God. It was the worst. So 2024, we are getting shit together.
Yes.
Getting healthy. Your face.
I'm just thinking about.
You're like, I am not playing games.
I can't. Oh my gosh. I think after like being hospitalized for strep, if that was a wake up call for me. So I don't know about you or other moms, but I get very anxious when Thane gets sick because Thane can't communicate. My ears hurt, my stomach hurts, this hurts. So I'm literally just like observing his body language, his movements, his attitude, I'm like just everything. I'm paying attention to everything in him, and it takes a lot for me not to just drag him straight to urgent care because I don't know what is going on. But what I have been doing the last 2 times he's been sick is just calling the doctor. Which I speak to like some random nurse, and I'll explain to them like what's going on, but then I'll also say he's autistic, so he can't communicate to me. His ears hurt, his throat, nothing. So what are my options? Do I weigh this out with his 102 fever, or can he be seen? And the last 2 times I've done that, they're like, let's just have him be seen. So, like, thankfully, when I did take him to the doctors, everything was, like, clear. They did say he did have croup, which that shit is scary. But once you've gone through it once, you kind of just like know how to handle it and everything. So I think Thane got better once he took the steroid for croup.
Okay.
But yeah, but when Cirilla gets sick, it's more just like annoying. Like it's like, oh, hey, you can tell me like what hurts you and stuff like that.
That must be really hard. I'm sorry. Hard. I can't even imagine. Oh, that's hard.
So every time he gets sick, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like
you don't know.
I have no freaking clue. Like there was one time I had to pick him up from school. They're like, I think his stomach hurts. Like he's just holding it. He just doesn't look good. Like he just looks very, very tired. I'm like, let me pick him up, and he's just there, like you could tell like he's in pain, but like you just don't know. So sometimes his aides are like crying with him because they're like, he's so sweet. I'm sorry, like we don't know like what's wrong with him. I'm like, it's okay. Like I'll just bring him home.
Wow.
But yeah, it brings a lot of anxiety and just sadness because when Thane's sick, like you can really see like the sadness in his face and everything. So yeah.
That's kind of like how I felt that one night that Grayson had congestion, or even the other night when he had that night terror.
Yeah.
I felt so helpless as a mom because it's, till this day, like there's certain things that I just can't figure out, and I get so much mom guilt because I tell Blue, I'm like, I'm his mom. Why can't I figure this out?
Right.
Like what could this be? And it breaks my heart. Like that night, I didn't. The main reason I didn't sleep is because I was watching him sleep, making sure he was breathing throughout the night, making sure he was okay. I have so much anxiety when it comes to Grayson's well-being, his health, everything. And I told you the other day that I'm sure to an extent it all comes back to my loss that I had with Liam. I don't know if it had, that has anything to do with it, but yeah, I just have this immense anxiety of being so overprotective all the time, making sure he's okay, and I get in my thoughts a lot.
Same.
Almost intrusive sometimes.
Yeah, it's like extreme intrusive. Yeah. No, I'm like the same way. Whenever, so like the night that he was like having his croup cough, he was coughing. He'll cough so much and then go, and then start to cry. Oh, so he kept doing that, and at like 9:30, I like throughout that night, I kept like going like this, and I'm trying to like do like podcasting stuff, and I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I'm on edge. I need to be in bed with him. So I had him here because this is like the coldest room, and when you have croup, you want to sleep in a cold, wet area. So thankfully it was raining outside. I kept the window open so that the humidity can come in. It's freezing here, so like that helps. And throughout the night I just kept having him on an incline. Every time he will go down, he will cough and then like cry and like put his hands like almost like the side of his ears and like cheeks. So I'm like, oh my God, does he have an ear infection and croup? Oh, what's going on?
That's so sad. I'm so sorry that you guys had to go through that, man. It's just the thought of it makes me like, ugh.
Croup is scary. When he first had it, I was like, he's not breathing. Like he is not breathing. So then I remember that night, Abraham brought him down here and just slept on an incline and had him on his chest because with croup, you want them to be on an incline because it helps. Okay. So if you ever hear that, just take a step back, put Grayson on an incline, and the next day take him to the doctor.
Wow.
Yeah. So oh my gosh. It was pretty intense. And then he wasn't getting better as quickly as I wanted him to. And then Cirilla ended up getting sick. So it was just like one thing after another. But we're good. We're good.
We're good. But let's also bring in, good health for the kids for the new year.
Yeah. Yes. So I also, and besides like bringing in health, I'm also thinking like my intense intrusive thoughts need to chill. because mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, it brings me down. It really puts me in like a spiral. So I want to start telling myself that things are going to be okay. Everything is always fixable, and just chill, breathe,
live in the moment.
Live in the moment, live in the now.
Yeah. Don't focus on things that are out of your control.
Right.
It's actually a really good, resolution or goal to work on. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah. No, I think this past week just brought so much perspective. Like, I was having like chest pain. I was like, I'm going to give myself a heart attack if I don't chill the fuck down. And I'm like, Abraham, like, my chest hurts. Like, I'm going crazy. And he's just like, chill. Like, he's going to get better.
Yeah.
She's going to get better. The house is going to be clean. Things are going to be fine. But right now, you just need to chill because you're going to give yourself a heart attack.
It doesn't help that, we're in the holiday season right now. So we're extra overwhelmed because Christmas is this week, right? It's on Sunday, Christmas Eve. So yeah, it's just a lot. It's very overwhelming.
It is. And it's just like, just chill out, please. Just chill out. I want to say like today, my chest pains have gone down. So I'm like, okay, we're good. And it's funny because when I first experienced anxiety was senior year of college. And I keep being brought back to that time. And I'm like, why are you like this? Like, seriously, why are you like this? And it's because your cousin, Abraham, my husband, has put me through shit when it comes to his health. This man has not only fainted not once, not twice, but 3 times because of that little condition he has. There was one time he got the flu. He was sick. Reached a fever of 103. Woke up from his nap and was like, I'm trying to see if you're real or not. And I was like, motherfucker, like you're hallucinating. Has been in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
This man has put me through so much trauma that now with his kids, I like go back.
With his kids.
I'm like, dude. And I told him, like, I think it was yesterday. I was like, it's your fault. You put me through so much shit that now when the kids get the slightest sick,
I get
it. Racing, my mind is spiraling, and I'm like, this isn't healthy. I'm like, I need to stop. I need to chillax.
Okay, let's all hope Amaris chills the fuck out.
Yeah,
for 2024.
For 2024, because I need to chill out.
Yeah.
And with that, I also need self-discipline. I don't know if you have that.
Me too. I do not have self-discipline.
I need to.
It's very. I struggle with that. Same. I mean, I struggle with this. I struggle with routine. I struggle with the schedule. I struggle with being consistent. This podcast, this is the most consistent thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Same. And I think it's because we truly have a passion just to, I don't want to say raise awareness, but like let other moms know that like we're going through the same shit. We're going through the same thing. You are not alone.
We're not alone. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, guys.
That used to be our motto, remember, in the beginning.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think about some of mine. So I know for a fact I know I talked a little bit about being healthy and all that. I need to focus on myself.
Oh yeah.
Next year, because this year, and I know especially last year, I really have put myself on the back burner and have not prioritized myself. I need to do more self-care. I need to do more things that make me happy. I want next year to be like about me, you know what I mean? And just, I don't know. I just want to do all the things and
I feel the same way where it's like
not selfish, but like
you want to put your health first. You want like instead of like, oh, I can't, for instance, like I can't take a shower and wash my hair today because of X, Y, and
exactly.
Z.
Exactly. And I want to feel good about myself. Like I know we just posted that that episode on body confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I want to become more self-confident. Like that's something that I've been lacking like you know the last 2 years. Like I really need to that's why I want to push myself, and that's where discipline comes in hand.
Yep.
With the eating healthy, the working out. I need to get into a routine. I really need to get it together because I know that once those two things are in place, then the confidence, everything else will come naturally.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel the same way. Like I need to be I need to be disciplined because I didn't talk about this in any of the episodes prior, but I will later on. Abraham did lose his job, and now he is going to be on a hybrid schedule. There's going to be days I'm going to be by myself with the kids, trying to navigate everything by myself. I need to be disciplined.
Yeah.
I cannot have him worrying about what's going on in the house now that I'm not there. Like Abraham has been working from home for like what 3.5 years. So 3.5
I can't imagine if that order happened.
I need to be disciplined. I have it's almost like I have no choice. So I might as well tackle on full force and make that shit my bitch. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. And then maybe give me some tips along the way because now Blue works from home, but there are times when he travels. And guess what? I have major anxiety all those times. And he doesn't travel for long. Sometimes it's like a day trip or a 2-day trip, you know, to another state. But I get so much anxiety of knowing, well, shit, he's not here. Like I have to do everything alone. I don't want to have that anxiety.
Same.
I want to be able to be like, okay, well, I got this.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. Like, let's make it fun.
Yes.
Like, okay, daddy's not here. Let's do XYZ. Like, it shouldn't be this stressful thing.
Right. And I don't want it to be that way. So
I have here, I want to do content creation. I'm
so glad you brought that up.
Content creation full time.
I would like to do that, but recently I've had an influctuation of men following me.
Oh, yes. So Amaris and I are officially on TikTok. Yes. Maybe we'll link or list our
we can.
TikToks in the descriptions.
Yeah, we will.
I had my TikTok account. I have two now. I have my personal one, and then I started this like secret account. It's not a secret anymore because I have it public. But I started it when Grayson was around 5 months. I was like, you know what, let me just post. Like I needed a space to vent.
Yeah.
And this was a time that like no one really knew what I was going through. So I was like, I need to just like, you know, put my shit out there and whatever. And hopefully I can get to one person. One person can relate to me, you know? And then you gave me the push, Amaris, a couple weeks ago to keep posting.
Yeah.
Like keep at it. And I've been consistent with posting 3 to 4 videos a day.
You have.
I would have never in a million years. Honestly, I thought the thought of just doing 2 videos a day scared me. I was like, there's no way. And here I am making 3-4 videos a day.
I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you. And I feel good that I've been so consistent with it, you know? And I don't have much followers, like barely anything, but it's fun. It's a fun thing, you know, it's a fun outlet.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now you have your page in public. But Amaris, she has some interesting followers.
I don't know. I just have to say this. I don't know what about me says this bitch is so desperate. I'm not. I promise you, I am not. The amount of men that have been following me, leaving comments on my TikTok.
Maybe it's your hashtags or something.
There are times I don't even put hashtags or a caption, and I get beautiful, and I'm like, all right. I mean, that's not bad. I'm cringed about it, but well, whatever. But this morning I woke up to someone saying that like, oh, I want you to go to sleep tonight and get some rest, okay? Like you have to be healthy, something along those lines. And I told Abraham, I'm like, Abraham,
maybe you do need to get some rest, Amaris.
He goes, that was such a lovely compliment. Why don't you go message him? Get coffee. You've always wanted a gay best friend.
That is so funny. Did he really say that?
He did. He did tell me, and I'm like, Abraham, I don't like this. I don't know. My TikTok, you need to fix my algorithm. To reach to mommies, to aunties, to Thea.
Let's fix Amaris's algorithm.
Please, like all the women on the who listens to our podcast, please.
Everyone give her a follow.
Give me a follow because I just can't. It's so cringeworthy, and it stems from me being young, walking on Bergline Avenue. Okay, you know
Oh yeah.
Man,
and being catcalled.
Catcalled at a young age. 9, 10, like
it's disgusting.
I remember there was.
I know. I've witnessed
it. Yeah, I remember there was one time these two men said something about me and my sister in Spanish. We did not understand it. My mom did. She pushed those men against the store and like cursed them out. Was like all up in their face. Like, how dare you? That could be your daughter, your granddaughter. Like she went in. So it's just I don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable, and I'm like, Abraham, I'm about to like just not post, but I'm trying to like
don't focus so much on that. Just
but
focus
then I'm
on the posting, on the content.
I know, but then I also think I was like, maybe I could use this as like content creation that it makes me uncomfortable, and then like maybe I'll get more views, and maybe you'll bring people to the podcast or something.
Girl, it's okay. You just continue doing what you're doing and chill the fuck out. Okay?
You chill the fuck out. But yes, I want our podcast to grow. You
yes, know? For sure.
I want our podcast to grow. I want us to get, and not grow like to make millions or something. I really, truly want our podcast to reach someone. I don't care who you are, to reach someone and say, wow, I feel validated. I feel seen. I don't feel alone. I feel like I have an internet mom friend. I needed that.
I know. That's like, thank you for posting that episode. It just feels it feels nice. Like today, I forgot to tell you, but someone messaged me and this girl said, what did she say? She was like, hey, I'm listening to one of your episodes. What's the name of that lady that cooks that you always mention? I was like, oh, Laura Vitale. She's like, yeah, I'm looking for some New Year's recipes.
Oh, that's
cool. That tells me that you listen to our episodes. Yeah. Like that made me feel so good.
Yeah.
You know?
That's amazing.
So yeah. Isn't it? Yeah.
It's so nice. But yeah, I want like I remember when we first started talking about like the podcast, like where we want this to go in future. We might cut this off. I don't know. It depends how we feel about it. But
yeah,
once we reach a certain point where our lives are a little less chaotic and everything, I would love to do a mom trip. I would love to like
of course.
Post
Why would you want to cut that out?
I don't know because
Cut it out.
I wasn't sure if we wanted to. I know we're not gonna like spill all the big things that we have like planned, but yeah, I would really just want to post like, hey moms, this is where we're going to be over the weekend. Yeah. Like let's all hang out, let's all chill, let's all have dinner.
That would be a dream. That would like a meetup.
Yeah, like a nice meetup, a meet and greet. Happy hour.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome.
And then like in future, once we have this like community of moms, hey moms, let's go out on a weekend trip.
Let's do a retreat.
A little retreat. And then like almost be like at a bonfire.
Oh and my God, like, Amaris, I'm loving
down
this.
Like things we want to let go and then put that shit in the fire and be like, I will not let this be held against me anymore. That's my goal. That is my goal.
Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing.
Right? That sounds so great. Or go to the rage room and break shit. Like,
oh my gosh.
Girl, like that's where I want this podcast to grow. I want that.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Let's manifest it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Do you have any more resolutions?
I do. I have 2 more. So Another one is I want to focus on my Etsy shop.
Oh,
I
yes.
have, so I sell antique, vintage items, mainly like home decor pieces and sometimes furniture. I put it on the back burner once Grayson was born because I just don't have the time. But every once in a while, like something will sell on Etsy and I get really excited about it. So one of the things I need to start doing is going to more, flea markets, estate sales, that consignment shop, things like that, and just sourcing items, posting them for sale on Facebook Marketplace and my Etsy shop and sell them because it's fun and it's like a nice way to, make some extra money on the side. So I want to do that. And then this one's going to be a little bit deeper. I want to live a more simple life.
Okay.
That makes sense. I want to be, not just me, but like my family, less materialistic and more wholesome. That could mean making more meals from scratch, going out less, spending less money on unnecessary stuff, subscriptions. And it's not to say that I want to settle. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm always, striving for more, but it's just I don't want to put so much emphasis on materialistic things. And also too, like just being more content with what not content, like happy with what I have. You know what I mean? And not feeling, especially when it comes to my home, I always have this like need of, oh, I need a bigger kitchen. I need a walk-in closet. I need a second bathroom. And it's like, no, you really don't need those things. I definitely need to just be happy with what I have. And I think it all comes down to social media and like comparing myself to these like influencers and feeling like I need all the things. Like, no, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes influencers, like, I used to think like you until one day I was like, I don't even like that shit. I don't like the white cabinets, white floors, white countertops. Like, why am I being upset that I don't have that and I have like beige cabinets? Like, you don't even like what they have. So why are you letting it bother you?
I know.
And I know I told you like in the past to like just either unfollow or
which I've been doing.
hiding.
I've been doing a lot of that. Do you get like what I'm saying with the whole like trying to live more simple? Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I feel like we're so consumed with
wanting more, always wanting more,
like buying things, like consumerism.
Like, oh, and I want more books for me. I want more books for the kids. Why? They don't even need
I feel like living in a city makes it worse. That's like another reason why I want to move. Not in like the middle of nowhere, but I just want
just a little bit more land, more privacy.
Land and like live in a small town in my simple house. Like I don't need all the frills. That's what it is. I don't need it. And I want to show Grayson that. I just want to be more humble, more
grateful. Like grateful.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with everything going on in the world, I'm just like,
you have to put things into perspective.
I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful. My husband finally found a job, because let me tell you something. When he lost his job, that was the most humbling experience ever for me.
For me too.
In just in an instant.
We could have put things into perspective for all of us.
Yeah. You know? And I think the reason why, like, I also feel the need to feel disciplined, I don't feel like I was like taking advantage of like what we had. And
that's how I feel too.
So when he lost his job, I was like, you really thought you were like untouchable? Like you really thought that? Like, no, like you have to start doing X, Y, and Z and everything.
Spending less money on dumb shit, going out all the time,
ordering takeout, like just because things are hard.
We were reckless too for a little bit. Like it wasn't until honestly that situation with Abraham, like it kind of opened both of our eyes. And this month we've been making a more conscious effort of spending less. We haven't really like gone out or like we haven't done any like Christmas activities or stuff because we went all out for like for fall, like we were doing things every single weekend, and yeah, it was fun, it was great, but like it doesn't have to be like that every single month.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're trying to just be more happy with what we have. And let me tell you, being sick this week, yeah, it sucked, but in a way, like it was nice all of us spending time together, watching Christmas movies every single day. Aww. You know, like that was nice. And I think that's another reason that I thought about this, you know, resolution yesterday. Because yeah, you just want to spend time with your family
and stick to like what's really important. Like we don't need to have like soup dumplings or Asian food every weekend. Although Abraham's like, I need to learn how to make it because it's going to be cheaper.
But there you go. Exactly. There you go. Making things from scratch.
Yeah. So there's that. Just starting, just like you said, be more at home, be grateful for what we have, and just connecting more as a family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to explain that to Joel. It's a little bit hard because he's a teenager. You know, he could be spoiled sometimes, and he just doesn't really understand sometimes the concept of money. I feel like
every teenager is like that until they start working, and they're like,
he has worked, but I don't know. I think he thinks that we're rich, and we're not. Like, we're not. But he, in his mind, I don't know what he thinks that we can afford all this stuff. And it's like, I'm trying, like, I don't know. Like, for example, yesterday, right? We had food in the fridge. This is just an example. We had food in the fridge. His grandma came over the night before, brought soup, whatever. So Joel's like, what are we going to have for dinner? And I'm like, well, we have stuff in the fridge. Like, you can whip yourself something up. Oh, no. Like, let's just order Uber Eats. I'm like, no, Joel. Like, we're trying to save money. He's like, no, what do you mean? Like, we could, like, he just doesn't understand. Because it's been that way for such a long time.
So he's accustomed to it.
He's accustomed to it. So trying to explain this to him, he's like so confused. He's like, what do you mean we're trying to save money? He doesn't understand.
Yeah. It's definitely a teenager thing, because even Jasmine, like she would just order. She's like, yeah, like today, she's like, can you pick me up from school so I can get Pliable? And I was like, all right, like you're doing my nails, I might as well just do that favor for you. And then afterwards, she goes out with Abraham to get Thai chicken wings and dessert. I mean, don't get me wrong, she brought dessert for me and Abraham too. But I'm just like, yo, you rich or something, ordering like all day.
Yeah. I'm telling you. And then one more thing that I just thought of, you're going to laugh at this. So I was trying to figure out the Christmas morning menu. So I asked Joel, I was like, what's like, I know we're going to do the breakfast casserole. Do you have any other requests? He says corn muffins. I'm like, great. I'm going to make those from scratch. That led to, I really want corn muffins right now. Joel, I don't know where we're going to get corn muffins from. I'm going to get on Uber Eats. And guess what?
He
ordered fucking corn muffins from this random place in Hoboken. He had them delivered here. Like, why? Why?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to make them from scratch here at home. Yes, but I want them now.
Yeah.
Why are all teenagers like this? Like, is it just my kid?
I think like all teenagers are like this. They're
also the freaking Joel's wish list, Christmas wish list just keeps. We're not going all out on. I told you this. We're not going all out on the Christmas gifts this year. We're keeping it very simple because we're going on this trip, and that's what I'm trying to explain to Joel. We're going on this trip. That is the gift. That is our that's we're always giving him we're paying for your school, man. Like, that's why we gotta save money.
Yeah.
God, private school ain't cheap.
Yeah.
But Yeah, he texted me the other day. He's like, "Oh, another add-on to the wish list. I urgently need a new Xbox control, whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll talk to your dad." I told him. He's like, "Absolutely not." But then his grandma got it for him.
It's his grandma. It's just a grandma thing.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a grandma thing. So let grandma, shoot.
You're right.
Let grandma spend them coins,
Because it ain't gonna be me. I'm telling you right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, but Joel's funny, man, because now every time I tell him that we're trying to save money, he'll be like, "But what's the budget?"
I mean, he's not wrong for asking, so what's the budget?
He's not wrong, but it's just, I don't know, he's funny, man.
I also think it's because he's a Taurus, and like Taurus people and like Capricorn.
He's a Taurus?
Yeah, his birthday is May 16th?
May
12th, whatever, I was close. Taurus,
yeah. Oh, shoot.
He's naturally bougie. I'm sorry to say, because I'm like that. You could put two things in front of me, and I will always pick the most expensive one, and I don't even know what the price tag is. Never.
Yeah, Blue is bougie because he's a Taurus.
I'm telling you, us Taurus people, we're very bougie. Capricorns, I'm surprised you're not low key on bougie, because you're a Capricorn.
I mean,
you can.
I'm low key but I feel like I'm like this because of Blue.
Oh,
if that makes sense.
I do feel like Thane. I'm not Thane. I'm like, I keep saying Thane when I mean Abe. Abe is low key like bougie too. He's like, I want a house with the gray cabinets and all this nonsense. That's like I don't. So get that aspiration out of your head, because I want.
Same. Blue refers at our next house. He wants a fat house. That's what he calls it. Fat, like PHAT. Oh. He was like, I want my fat house. I'm like, honestly, I just want like a small
that's what Abe
house,
wants too.
Like a cottage. I want a small house. I really want like a quaint, like I don't know, a little humble abode. Yeah.
I don't know what type of house I want. All I know, I want black interior, black exterior. Okay, I want some black shutters. I want mahogany furniture.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want. I like the dark wood, as you can tell. I just love it. I want the deep greens. That's what I want.
I love deep greens. I want next kitchen dark, very dark green cabinets, like an emerald. Oh my god, I love that.
It's so
that
nice.
Kind of vibe.
It's so rich.
I'm gonna send you a picture.
And fabulous.
That's my favorite color, green. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, hunter green, like a dark green. That's my favorite color. I
love that color, but black is my favorite color. It just hits different.
Bitch, that's not a color.
Yes, it is. Stop hating. You just hating because black look good on me, girl.
Oh shit.
One last thing. What? As a New Year's resolution.
Oh shit.
I want to get rid of all the junk, all the bullshit out of my house.
All the bullshit. Yes, I'm with you,
I need to get this shit out of my house, because right now my guest room it's crazy. It's filled with toys that no longer suits the kids. I have to donate them. I have to go through all these closets, through the garage, through the basement, and get all this shit that I do not use out.
Me too. Same. I want to get organized with Grayson's toys. Like really get clear bins, label everything, like blocks, magnet tiles, farm animals. Like I need to. I'm tired of having toys all over the place. It's just confusing, and it's like it's too much.
And then I feel like I keep buying similar things, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know I have this. I forgot I have this. And I'm like, I need this place organized. If I had to pick a word for 2024 to remind me of all the goals and wants I need, I think it would be organization. Because I think once you're organized with your life, with your home, with everything, I think everything else just falls into place. The discipline, the routines, the healthy habits. Because you have a clear mind. Yes, because everything has a place where it needs to be. So organization is my word for 2024.
I definitely struggle with that, especially because I feel like I lack space in this house for certain things. So I really need to figure out how to get more creative with the space that I have. I know I could do it. I just don't know how.
Yeah, that's how I feel, but we gotta push. We gotta push to get it done. Yeah. But yeah, that's all my resolutions for 2020.
Same. Just want to wish the listeners well, at this point it's going to be past Christmas, but you know, yeah, you know, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have the best, you know, holiday with your families.
See you the year 2024. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Be sure to leave us a review, constructive criticism, anything you want to hear in the year 2024. All right, guys. Happy New Year. Peace.
Bye.